Oh, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech with Solutions. Not too sure if you guys actually saw me post my watch list for today. So it's going to be this. I'm going to be following up and I'm going to be explaining what the different colors mean and stuff like that. So that is the market open. Hopefully that did not scare you. ADHD being one of the top stocks that I was looking at just because it was consolidating so well around 150 to 160. Not too interested as of right now. Wanted to talk about the stocks that we were trading yesterday. For those that saw my, you guys were seeing a solid downtrend. I called out the support at $9.50. Why is it that I knew that it most likely was going to bounce there? Again, it's never 100%, but again, I went back a little bit further. I knew that there was a previous bounce, as you guys can see right here at 950. Waited for the validation of the bounce, and I believe, oh, what was that alert for? AKS1 market. Okay. Not too sure if I'm going to be able to pull it up, but under the announcement section, let's see. Trade ideas. No, it must have been for the. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I called it out when you guys was still around 166, 165 when I called out my entry at 165. Waited for the bounce, waited for the break above BMA, and that's really just it. Called it out. Very simple. It's one of the top stocks that we called out. Um, and wow, this is for one of our traders that I believe is part of the lesson library. He sent me the screenshot through Instagram, a little bit over $10,000 profit within the past month. And that's part of the mentorship itself. And then we have one of our other traders that, successfully was able to lock in a little bit over 4% on my call out for you guys. So I just wanted to thank you guys again for being part of the team. And for those that are part of the mentorship, I'm really glad that it's working out for you. So let's look at the messages and see what's going on. 937, no, that would be it right here. Yeah, it was JNUG, massive below. Wow, JNUG had a nice little drop. Good thing we sold it off yesterday. Called out my sellout for JNUG, and there we go. BHU and marker above. Okay, let's follow up with that one. Really quick, looks like actually you guys are starting to see signs of a downtrend. Good thing I locked it in yesterday. It obviously had a lot more to give or grow than what I ended up selling it for yesterday. It was at 10:05, and it continued to see an uptrend. If you guys were live in the Technical Solutions Discord chat, then you would have heard or seen my call out for JNUG. Very quickly, I'm going to follow up with it. 1750 is a pretty solid support, so it's really weird to hear that it's actually dropping below that. Let's take a look. Looks like it's pretty down pre-market hours, which might offer a lot of potential if we can get a bounce. Not huge potential, but about 3%. If we can hold above 1750, that could be a pretty solid support, and it's been holding above 1750. So let's just follow up with it and set our alert. If we can get above, I'm going to wait for it to break out resistance. That's going to be 1760 for it to start showing some signs of an uptrend. If it continues trending down, then I really don't care too much about buying the specific stock itself. Let me keep it very simple. So this video is about how to buy the dip and how to identify good entry. It's been a very common question that I've been getting, especially after my call outs, because a lot of them have to do with kind of dip buying reputable companies, which is something that I've been trying to focus on a little bit more. So let's go to WPRT. These are my call outs that I share when it comes down to the lesson library, and then I break them down with the team itself, just to have a better understanding, on why it is that I'm calling it out and my whole thought process. So this is a call out by one of our traders. I just followed up with it, and I was like, okay, well, if it breaks above $3.60, then it still has a good amount of margin to make up, and that's going to be a little bit up, like a little bit over 10% profit. With that being said, as you guys can see, it broke above 360 yesterday, which got that confirmation. 360 was an old resistance, became a new support. As you can see now, it's bouncing around that area. It's right around 380, and then it would probably have a margin from 380 to $4. So what is it that led WPRT to be a solid bounce, and how would you have bought in the dip successfully? I think simply going a little bit further back, you can see that I had a previous support here. It would consolidate right around $3.20. With that being said, it's never 100%, right? So that's why it's one of the most important steps when it comes down to buying dips with my technique is that I wait for the actual confirmation of the bounce and the break above EMA. Something very simple. It does require some patience and maybe, for you to give up a little bit of the margin, right? You would have given up about 3%, but you get that confirmation that you're investing in something that's in an uptrend. So what is it that I do? Well, I wait for the bounce. When a stock is seeing a downtrend, I wait for the bounce. I see, the bounce based off old support. Okay, well, that's good. I can see why it's bouncing here. I wait for the break above EMA, and I wait for the break above EMA on this either, 180-day chart, or I wait for the break above EMA on a, longer spread chart. So it could be the 30-day analysis. And it doesn't really matter to me if it breaks above the EMA on, all intraday. So, 1 minute, 1 day, because this is irrelevant when it comes down to swing trading a stock. I see much more potential, looking at it on the 30-day. We catch the bounce, we catch the break above EMA, that's around 330. And then from that point forward, it continues to trend above EMA. And where do we sell? Well, it has a first resistance here around 410. So that's pretty much my breakdown on WPRT. And a couple of our traders were able to jump into that one successfully as of yesterday. So let's go to the next one. It's drip. I'm just going to be following up with these and telling you guys like what these different colors mean and stuff like that. So if we do a 180-day analysis, the same thing, the same breakdown, and the same potential. So when it comes down to DRIP, why did I see potential? I think as within, big picture, 180-day has a pretty solid uptrend. Unfortunately, it had a sell-off. That's fortunate for us. The reason why is, again, old support right around $16. Old support becomes new support, and it confirmed that the bounce. So now it's trending up. It broke above $18, and now it has all this margin to make up for. So from like 18 to 20, that offers about 10% potential. From 18 to 22, that offers about 22% potential. And then from 18 to, the following resistance, 33. And then, the one that I really see is about 30% potential. So we waited for the confirmation at the break above EMA. Big picture, it's still trending up. It's still, kind of similar to like, when it had this sell off, broke above EMA, and then started to ride back up. We're expecting the same thing. Saw a solid downward trend. It was below EMA. We waited for the bounce. We waited for the break above EMA, and now it's starting to continue to break these resistance levels. So as long as it continues to hold above $18 and then it goes to 19 and it continues to hold above 19, it's showing a solid upward trend. So with that being said, the reason that I called it that these two are green is because they've already confirmed the break above EMA, so they're already trending on a green note. So let's go ahead and follow up with CX. CX is still kind of not really broken above EMA. It's kind of really just there. And what I mean by that, it's barely, above EMA, but I was waiting for the break above 820, as you can see with my alert going on right there, to get, actually that it's trending above EMA and actually continue to see an uptrend. So confirming that little cup trend with that simple understanding. Oh, oh my goodness. We actually, one of our traders called this one out yesterday. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and announce it to the lesson library. Right. And we just got the confirmation that JNEG just broke above 1760. Boom. And the reason again that we see value in this one, if we look at it, the 1 year chart, Hawk was having a solid uptrend. Unfortunately, had a pretty decent sell off, maybe because of its earnings report. So that's something that we'll have to look into. But even intraday, it broke above that. It broke above that resistance of $35, which is where I had my support. And look, from $35 when it popped up, it's already at 35, 30. And it offers all this margin of potential profit. So the old support was about 42. Even if we want to sell around like 40, it offers 11% potential. And it's seen a solid downtrend for about 3 days. We confirmed the bounce, the break above EMA, and we just wanted to break above one resistance, which $35 is a pretty critical point. The next one is going to be about $36. So overall, solid uptrend, and it confirmed the break above. So we'll just have to follow up with that one. I'm actually surprised that that one's not in my watch list. I guess I forgot about it. NKE. So NKE had a solid day yesterday and is still continuing on the green note. We called out the break above $52, and when it does, it has a margin from 52 to 54. Again, what do? We look at the big picture. This is Nike, multi-million, if not billion-dollar company. Obviously, this is a low point, and it has a margin from 52 to 54. So if you wanted to play something safe and really invest in something that you understand, and you might have a full-time job and don't have time to trade every single day, but want to make decent profit consistently, then it comes down to being able to break down stocks and identify these consistent margins of profit that make sense for reputable companies, right? That can recover these margins. So this is about 3 to 4% potential from this small margin, but it definitely has a lot more to give off. I'm just saying pretty conservatively, at least offers 3 to 4% potential, and it's already at $53, and that's why it is already green because it's already trending green. And then FNF, again, confirmation, broke above the EMA, trading around 35.87. The reason that this one's blue and not green, although it's confirmed the bounce, is because I'm trading FNF. I'm not too sure if you guys saw my call out. I called it out in the lesson library, which is the mentorship um, group chat. But I waited for the break above 35.20, and when it broke above 35.20, I took a position. And from that point forward, we've been trending up ever since. And then I'm going to continue following with a stop loss just to make sure that it has a sell off. I can lock in profits. But overall, very simple entry, very simple exit. Why did I wait? For the break above 35.20, I wanted to make sure that it confirmed the bounce above the EMA. And if we look a little bit closer, look at all this margin that it has to make up, has about 20, even conservatively, 21 to 20% profit. And again, I waited for the break above EMA, which is right around $35, if you can see right here. Very simple trend. You wait for the dip, wait for it to consolidate, wait for the break above EMA, identify a point where it's breaking a resistance and continuing to trend up. Once you confirm that, then you can see that it's seen a solid uptrend, and you could even be more conservative. You could wait till it breaks, $40 and to build that full on cup, whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, this is just my opinion, and in no way does it have to be anything that you have to trade. But it's, I think, a very simple breakdown for people that don't have the time to day trade but still want to make solid profits. Um, can be able to take advantage of those opportunities. So again, one of our traders called this one out yesterday. So his name is Sushil, and I do want to congratulate him again for his solid watch list. Oh man, has a resistance at $18. Support was built at 1650 and is now trending to break above EMA. I set my alert to alert me when it breaks above $17 to get the confirmation. And that's why FEYE has not been confirmed, but it does have the entire breakdown. And I'll just have to follow up with it with my alerts as well. Last one is GNC. Another one that I took a position on. That's why this one is blue. Support 18, resistance 19, just like I called out on my breakdown. As you guys can see, previous support, previous resistance right around here. And that's pretty conservative. I mean, it has a resistance at $10 if I really want to play it from the very top to bottom. So overall, about 20% potential for profit. Waited for the confirmation, and as you guys can see, it already confirmed and broke above EMA. I bought in at 1820, so again, I didn't buy in at the best price. Why did I buy in so high? I waited for it to break above 1820. So with that being said, I wanted to get that confirmation. With that confirmation, yes, it has a 836 had a little bit of a sell off. Don't care too much about this one. This is one that I'm going a little bit more long term. So this one is one that I'm probably going to be holding for 1 to 2 weeks to make up this margin of 20% profit. So at the end of 2 weeks, if it ends up hitting even just the $9 price point that I'm aiming for in 1 week or 1 week and a half, 12% profit is not bad, especially if your target goal is about 5 to 10% profit a week. Investing in these reputable companies, buying the dips is something that I'm definitely seeing the value in, and I'm probably going to make the full time commitment to as my time becomes a little bit more uh, as my time becomes a little bit more just because of the mentorship and all that we're doing. I continue to get a little bit more busy. So that's really just it. That is pretty much all I have when it comes down to my swing trades and when it comes down to buying the dip. Let's go ahead and run a quick little scan. This is my momentum scanner, and let's see what pops up. ADHT is at, okay, this one's up a little bit. Okay, NGD. Okay, so ADHT. EDHC is trying to trend back up again. Yeah, not too interested in those. Let's follow up. You guys, no, you guys are still holding. That's pretty solid. So it's still holding. It has not broken my alert when it breaks below 10. If it breaks below 10, I'll take a position on its inverse, which is DGAS. So DGAS should be pretty low right now. But if UGAS breaks below 10, then this one will be around 25. So we can get a solid confirmation. Let's see. I think HOV was actually one that we were looking at long term. Yeah, it confirmed the bounce. It confirmed the break above 220, which is an old support, and it's heading to the 260 resistance. So offers a little bit more than 10% potential. Um, there's ATRS. Still not any confirmation that it's trending up. I have all my alerts set as you guys can see right here. When it builds that cup trend, GNC, CX. Okay. But that's really just it. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys are part of the Technical Solutions group, if you're not already, the link is down in the description. It says free Facebook group. We have a little bit over 50,000 members worldwide. And once you guys get accepted to the actual Facebook group, you simply click on the main group chat link. This will guide you on over to the main Discord Technical Solutions chat, which is where we all conversate. If you guys see value in the way that I break down stocks and want to learn a little bit more about the stock market and want me to mentor you, then you guys can enroll for Learn Plan Profit. This is my mentorship program that I offer. This month is sold out, so it won't be available until the following month. But you can sign up for Session B, which a couple people are already signing up. And again, these are just some of the obviously these members that are making these solid profits. It's all because of their hard work and stuff like that. So thank you guys again for everything that you guys do. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives you in your success. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can direct message me in the Technical Solutions Discord chat. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.